These are 15 rappers who betrayed their gangs. 6ix9ine. Although he made his name repping the 9 Trey Bloods in almost all of his music videos, it turned out Tekashi was a fraud the entire time. When he was up, he paid them for protection and street cred, but the minute he went down with the NTBs for a RICO, he snitched, and the streets rejected him. Gunna. He may have come up with YSL as Thugger's right-hand man, but when news leaked that Gunna took a plea deal during the YSL RICO, fans and other rappers like Lil Durk claimed he had gone snitch. The rumors were seemingly confirmed when Gunna had 0 features on his first album after release. YNW Melly. Tied to both the YNW crew and the Bloods, Melly was arrested after he was accused of killing YNW Sack Chaser and Juvie, both of which were his fellow gangmates and best friends. His trial is ongoing, and the reason why Melly would have murdered them has never been confirmed. King Von. Growing up on O Block with Troy and Chief Keef, Von and Sosa should have always been allies. But while Von was in jail, Sosa blew up in music, and all the money allegedly made him and Troy jealous. So when Von got out, the pair allegedly stole Sosa's guns, but eventually squashed it. Lil Durk. After making it out with Lil Reese and Chief Keef as part of the 300 movement, Durk and his fellow rappers were strong allies. But one day, after a rumored fight between Reese and Durk backstage at a concert, Durk cut ties with Reese and Sosa entirely. Trippie Redd. He came up repping the Bloods and screaming 1400, but as his fame exploded, Trippie's street affiliations faded. After 6ix9ine got arrested, Trippie disavowed gangs entirely and even got jumped by the NTBs while he was in New York. A$AP Rocky. When Rocky was first getting started, Space Ghost Perp and Raider Clan were a big part of helping him launch his career after they produced his first mixtape. But the relationship went south after Space accused Rocky of stealing his style. Rocky responded with a diss, and the two have hated each other since. YBN Nahmir. When he was blowing up, Nahmir claimed GD, even though he allegedly was putting in more work in Los Santos than the real streets. But recently, he swapped from GD to Crip and has gotten clowned for it since. Blueface. During his come-up, Blueface repped the Schoolyard Crips, but once he got popular, real Crips claimed he was using the image but putting in no real street work. Blueface denied it, but even got checked by Crip Mac. Casanova. He went viral with Don't Run, but Casanova was once a leader in Gorilla Stone Nation. In 2022, he was arrested and pleaded guilty to racketeering charges, so he decided to publicly step away from the gang. A year later, he was stabbed in jail by a GSN member. Bobby Shmurda. When Bobby blew up with Hot Nigga, he was one of the most violent members of GS9, a Crip crew out of Brooklyn. But after he and several of his brothers were arrested for multiple crimes, and even Bobby self-snitching in songs, he took a plea deal. Many in the streets saw it as him turning his back for early release. Snoop Dogg. After coming up as a member of the Rolling 20s in Cali, at one point Snoop even took a life in honor of his gang. But as he got older and moved away from the streets, he's been accused of using the gang's name for fame and never giving back. However, the beef was quietly squashed. Moneybagg Yo. Once tied to South Memphis blood sets and Young Mob, Moneybagg Yo's reputation completely flipped when everyone around him, including his own father, who made a diss track labeled him a traitor after he signed with CMG. Big Meech. One of the co-founders of BMF, a drug empire so influential that it shaped culture and even got its own TV show, Big Meech was once considered hip-hop royalty. But in 2025, 50 Cent accused him of snitching, and although Meech denies it, the damage was done.